got your bitch panic, she ain't got a dime. I just want to lick it. I just like to see you panic. I just made a dime pulling out of headers. You can call me what you want, just don't call the police. I've been breaking down the Russian cream, stuffing it with OG. Low key, 9 times out of 10, bitch, she know me. Hopping in the trap, eyeballing niggas over, keep it, you don't owe me. Don't please, I done always been an ambitious little trap nigga. I done always been an ambitious little trap nigga. Either I'm up in the kitchen or I'm standing right here in the trap with me. Let me tell y'all about the ambitions of a trap nigga.
What up? What up?
What's up with you, cuz?
Not much, bro. How you feeling?
I can't complain. Shit, that's it.
What's going on, dog?
What's going on, cuz?
Man, just trying to keep my head above water, bro. Ain't trying to make no noise.
No noise, huh?
What's that you rock? Is that Buffalo or the Giants?
That's Buffalo, man.
Oh my gosh. This
Yeah.
guy, how'd you become
Buffalo
a Buffalo fan?
Buffalo fan since day one.
How?
I ain't nowhere near I ain't never been nowhere near no Ravens fan, man. Not even close.
Why Buffalo?
I don't know, man. It's just like the team I chose when I was a little kid, man. Back in like '88, something like that, man. I don't know.
When we grew up, we ain't had no football team. So
Nah,
we had to pick a team outside of
we
round.
ain't had no team, so it had to, you know what I'm saying. So I had to I chose what I chose, man. So you know what I'm saying. I know most of the cats that I was around, everybody had a football team. So you know, Ravens came later. You know, just your hometown and all, but most I know cats that's all 49er fans, all kinds of Cowboy fans, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was a 49er fan growing up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I got a couple homies that's 49er fans, so, you know, I talk trash to them all day long, you know what I'm saying? Every time I get a chance, I talk trash to Raven fans, too.
Well, I'm a Raven fan now, and I have to cross.
Yeah, I talk trash, man. I talk cold trash, man.
I got to represent the home field, bro.
Yeah, that's why I put my...
fan.
That's why I had to put my jersey on, man. Let them know what it is this weekend, man. We going with it, man.
Y'all gonna take
it's our time. It's our time, man.
Y'all play Kansas City?
Yeah, it's payback too from last year. We need that.
Yeah, how you think y'all going?
It's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close. It's just it's gonna be about defense. That's all. You know what I'm saying? If defense can't hold them scores down, man. It's going. You see how Cats was getting blown out this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about
your
scoring.
Boys gonna be able to stop homeboy.
Man, it's hard to say, but I know they will. At the end of it, I know they will. I know they're gonna pull it through. You know what I'm saying?
It probably should be the best game this weekend.
I think so. I think so because I think out of them two winning, I think that's what they gonna call one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't really look at nobody else beating us though. If they
You don't think if the
if
Rams
Kansas City,
the Bucks, you don't think they'll give y'all a run for y'all money?
nah.
What?
If
Man,
Kansas City,
they just as balanced as you guys
if
are.
Kansas City, if we pull it out on Kansas City, I'm good. I might be going to LA. That's all I'm
No,
telling
bro.
you. I'm telling you now, and
If
I'm
the
gonna
Rams
book
get past
ticket.
I'm
I'm gonna book my ticket to LA. I'm telling you.
I don't know,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
The Rams look real good, bro, on both sides, man.
Man, that's a shady deal over there with LA, man. They got a brand new stadium and all that, and man, I ain't no.
They got Vaughn Miller.
Beckham, he just showing out right now. He so. He next year you won't hear nothing about him, man. You know, it's always good to get a fresh start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
So we'll see how next year go for him. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I got the highest scoring team out there right now, and I tell you that.
But you know how the playoffs is, man. Like once you start getting
we putting up the most
you put
numbers
up
on the
points,
board though.
in the
We don't put up
playoffs,
the most
they
numbers on the
close
board,
games, man.
so
you don't
we
get a
don't
whole
put
lot
up.
of high scoring games sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah,
it be like 24.
Super Bowls be like that. Super Bowls be like that.
The last couple of years, true that.
Yeah, Super Bowls be like that. They be tight, man. So you can't go in there playing. Nah, we ain't doing no playing. I ain't doing no playing. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we want to see what your boys do.
Hey, man, I'm with it. I'm with it all the way with it, man. I've been with it. Cash, no, I lost 4 Super Bowls, so I can't talk. I can't talk. Cash know me. They know I done went down. With the ship, Jack.
But
4 times.
but you guys made it to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I know
man,
it really don't matter if you don't
but
win.
that shit is heartbreaking. You heard
but
me.
Still, like to make it there, it means something.
It means something, man. Well, they don't mean all that, yo. It's 2020, yo. It's 2022, man. They don't count. So like that don't count, yo.
So all right. So before we get into our topic, we're gonna get in our topic. Let me ask you this question, and this is gonna be a good topic just to down the road, just to have some fun.
All right.
I kind of know what you're gonna say. I kind of got a good feeling how you're gonna answer this question, but it's related to sports, so I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
All right. In the NBA, who's the GOAT?
Oh man, I mean, look, man. If you see, it's like this, man. It's different generations, yo. Because before Jordan, it was Dr. J. I love Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? I thought Dr. J and Clyde the Glide was the best. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson, Clyde the Glide, Dominique Wilkins, and Dr. J. I thought nobody could be better than them dudes. You know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? The young boy came out and did his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I watched him growing up. You know what I'm saying?
So you say MJ the GOAT?
Yeah. Facts.
So LeBron don't have a chance?
No, it's an era, yo. Cause it's his era. He played in his era. He the GOAT. He the GOAT of his era. This era.
So you don't believe there's an overall GOAT? You just believe there's
no. Michael Jordan is the overall GOAT.
That's what I want to know.
If you trying to exclude all sport, like Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He transcended the game, like Venus and Serena. You know what I'm saying? Like
I transcended the game, bro.
Nobody don't play. Yo, after I'm trying to say, man, probably like 93 or something like that, nobody played the same like they played back in the day. Like it's a lot of finesse came.
Right.
Finesse came. And he not the only one. But at that age group, I guess, of guys, you know, Dominique Wilkins, a lot of basketball became a finesse game. You know what I'm saying? Low post, but you know, finesse game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
the game was real, you know, slick. You know what I'm saying? So the moves they was doing, the moves he was doing, and the moves they was doing was, it never been done before.
Yeah, right.
You can't, like now the kids can do it, but they really can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't make up no more moves because they did all the moves in the 90s. You know what I'm
you
saying?
said no more moves to make up.
It ain't no more moves. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no more moves, yo. You just
No
do
more
what you
moves
can do. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm not hating,
right.
yo. I'm not hating, yo. But I'm just saying,
right.
yo. I seen the game go from slower guys, low post, to more finesse guys, low post. Then now it's fast. You know what I'm saying? It's up in the court, it's up and down the court, up and you know what I'm saying, man. You can watch these dudes score 150 points now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting there watching the other day, I seen 135 points. I said, dang, like it wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't that ain't my kind of game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's.
But I know your man. I know your man LeBron though, man. I give him all the props, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I give him all the props, yo. I got a lot of homies.
We out the same era. I just think that I'm kind of like with you. Like it's hard to say there's an overall GOAT because everyone has their own criteria. Like if they go by championships, then we gotta talk about Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you gonna put in the champion, if you're gonna put in the championships and you're gonna put in the stats and scores, it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be a lot of confusion. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got like the top.
That's what make the conversation fun. But I'm kind of like I'm kind of on the side with you. Like I think there's eras where who was the best player in the era because like just like in real life, you know what I mean? It's hard to say someone is greater than the other because most of our influence of being who we are comes from someone else. Like we look at Jordan game, right? Jordan was influenced by Dr. J.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Documentaries, like you know what I mean? His moves he was doing, Dr. J was doing before he was doing.
He was doing. He just finessed
you know
it a
what
little
I mean?
bit. He just finessed it a little. I knew
Kobe.
what he was doing. I knew what he was doing.
Even
I knew what he was
doing.
doing.
Who jumped from the foul line first?
I knew what he was doing.
You know what I mean?
He just finessed it. He put a little drip on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was a smaller guy, a lot quicker. You know what I mean? Wore the chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then
You
he
know
came
what
up
I'm
with
saying?
the shoes. It was over after that.
It was a whole different ball game after that. You know what I'm saying? It got slicker. The game got slicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it did.
You know what I mean?
And then after that, you know what I mean? For us, the influence in the game, then AI came. Now, that's a whole nother topic. Like we ain't coming here to talk about sports, but one day we're gonna have to get into that. We're gonna have to get into
we gonna have to get it.
NBA, we gonna have to get it. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get into at least football and basketball. We're gonna have to get into it.
Yeah. Once the season over, we're gonna get into it because
we're
gonna
get into
conversation that a lot of people don't recognize individual greatness. We so busy comparing each other, you know, each era or individuals, and never just give credit where credit is due on individual greatness. You know what I mean? Like this person was great. It doesn't matter who was better. It's just like this person was great. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's the topic.
Because you only can go by if you're gonna do the greatness, you only can go by stats and numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? You know.
Nah, man, because there's a lot of dudes.
Robert Ory got 7 rings. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go by that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anywho, guys, thanks for tuning in. We live in effect, 2022. We definitely appreciate y'all support tuning in when we come on. We're going to talk about various topics as usual. Last week we talked about COVID-19 and vaccine and, just came off of dealing with the COVID-19 and he was just kind of telling us about his experience and his recovery process and all that kind of good stuff. Man, how you feeling? You feeling good? You back to normal yet?
Oh yeah, I'm back 100. I'm back 100 now, and I can tell.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
I've been doing my regiment, man. I'm back on it, man. I'm back in these streets, man.
Back in these streets. I know that's right, bro. I hear you. All right, so tonight we're gonna kind of peel off of that whole narrative about, is the vaccine good for you or COVID-19, all that kind of stuff. But, not so much about that. What we really want to talk about tonight's topic is the right track for yourself. you know, the right track for yourself. Like, what's good for you? What are some of the things that you believe is beneficial to your life? Some of the things that's beneficial to you getting to that next level, whatever that may be. You know, your mental health, physical health. Just what it. How do you envision your life, and what is the course of action you want to take to achieve those things in your life? So again, tonight's topic is the right track for yourself, the right track for yourself. And as usual, hey man, kick us off, man. The right track for yourself. I mean, as we go along, we you know, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna pull out different topics and
try not to
go too far away from
that was one of them that was written down though, right? That was
exactly. That's one that was written down. So, you know, we're gonna try to stay on track because last week we kind of started talking about money.
I mean,
and
man,
and
you never know,
like, hey,
man. We kicking it at the same time. We kicking it. We talking politics. We talking
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We talking that talk.
Fun.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But to get what you saying, man, you know, to piggyback up what you said, it's like you gotta know, you just gotta feel what you feel, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter what nobody say, you know, and if we take it back to what we were saying last episode, like, you know, if you were a hospital person and need to go to the hospital all the time to feel good, or you know what I'm saying, you want to talk to the doctor, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that's what you should do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person, I be on my more like herbal stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I be trying to stay away from medicines and a lot of stuff. Like I really gotta be ill, like to be taking Theraflu and stuff like that, man. I got a lot of different teas and stuff like that I stick to, that I think that make me feel good when I'm sick. You know what I'm saying?
So like, what brought you that, you know, just talking about this kind of talk, you know, I'm still on this topic of just, you know, feeling good. What brought you to that place where you decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna leave shelf medicine alone, and I'm gonna dive into this space of just natural healing, you know, using the earth substance to heal my body. Right. Now, what drove you to that course to take that action for your life?
Man, I started to have like a lot of friends started, you know what I'm saying, after they started explaining, a couple friends started explaining stuff to me, so I started going back reading and you know, and getting some understanding before I got into it, because I was still the same, like, man, whatever, you know, Robitussin or whatever, NyQuil, you know what I'm saying, like I just realized, like, I didn't like how it made my body feel, you know what I'm saying, like I man, I don't. You know, if you on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you on drugs, bro. You know, I just feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, do you want your body to feel like, you know, you've been on drugs? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like that. I'm not that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't like to be on drugs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that feeling. I don't like the after effect, like drinking or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it compresses your cough and all that kind of stuff. But like, if you really, really sick, like, how much of that stuff you supposed to put in your body? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm as I was, you know, already knowing that. I had friends, so I just started reading and stuff and what they was telling me and putting in my, you know what I'm saying, putting in my ear. And I started reading, and you know, I got a partner. He into all these teas and stuff like that. So I got like a lot of tea stuff from him, like taking herbal teas, different kind of teas, like real, like raw teas at that. Like that's a difference. It's not. I'm not drinking like the teas in your tea bag. Like you there. You know what I'm saying? Like like I gotta get it from home and make it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's jump to another topic. So, you know, this we didn't get together beforehand. So, what's the last thing that you accomplished? Like, you know, it don't have to be big or major, but it definitely was a process, and it was good for you. You know what I'm saying? It was beneficial to you because today's topic is, the right track for yourself, right? And a lot of people want things in life, but it may not be good for their life. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm thinking about this phrase, the right track for yourself, right? And I'm looking at that word right. You know what I'm saying? Because when we look at right, oftentimes we equate what's right for us is connected to what we desire. And sometimes the things that we desire may not be good for us. So the idea of discovering what's right for us, like because I like the last topic where you was talking about the teas and the herbs and stuff like that.
Right.
That journey of discovering that was the right thing for you.
Right.
I mean, you mentioned you talked to your homeboys and you did some reading, and so that was the path that you took far as, stop using over-the-counter medicines. What's another accomplishment that you have done recently or in the past, but as you go back and look at it, it was the right thing for you. You knew it was the right thing for you when you decided to do it. And let's kind of talk about that journey, that process.
Man, it's a lot of them, but I just say one of them. I was talking to a people's like I guess like a couple weeks ago or something like that, and before I got sick and all that, and I was saying like the last time I had a job, you know what I'm saying, like walking away
for somebody else,
like walking away from, you know what I'm saying, like walking away from a job that you really, especially when you really love it, but it takes everything out of you. But it's just like, man, I can, I want to do something else. I want to start my own business and run my own thing. Like that was that was like a real big, like accomplishment for me. About that journey, you know what I'm saying?
Like, what brought you to that? What brought you to the decision that I'm gonna risk it all and leave my job and go after something I'm passionate about, but I'm not really sure if it's gonna bring the same income. But I knew it was the right thing for myself. So before we kind of go through the process of starting your business, let's talk about that decision making, that mental part, right? Because in our heart, we may want to leave our jobs. But mentally, like there's a lot of fear there. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know it's the right thing for you, like how did you get over that mentally to say, you know what, I'm out.
It took years, cuz, you know what I'm saying? It took years. I ain't gonna lie. Like I kind of got beat down like cattle. You know what I'm saying? Like, cuz this, it's like not being yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, I don't take this kind of crap in the street, bro. Like, what am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, after a while, that's like I said, especially when you love what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like, do I have to? Especially when you're not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you stuck. It seems like you stuck.
Right.
But like, I couldn't tell. I wouldn't tell nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, when you feeling like that, man, go for what you know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a job is a job to me now. Now that I look back at it, like, a job is a job to me now, bro. Because you can practically do whatever you want to do. Ain't saying that it's gonna make you a whole lot of cash. It's gonna, it's gonna be, it's gonna make you rich. Nothing like not saying nothing like that, but hopefully, I know you can pay your bills, you can handle your business, you can go on vacation. The same stuff that you're doing working in JLB that might cost you your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like that.
I think that's something you just said. I think it's very, very, very positive, powerful, because oftentimes we equate our identity to what we do. And that's not necessarily true. You said something that, the job is a job, and sometimes you got to do what's good for you. And it kind of goes back to the framework of our topic, the right track for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I ain't got no beef with people.
Sometimes the right thing is not necessarily having a whole bunch of money.
Like, I ain't got no beef with people that have jobs. Like, there's some guys out here just like thinking like, everybody's supposed to have their own business and all that. Like, yo,
Right.
that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It's totally
Right.
not true, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I was telling that person, I was like, yo, you gotta align yourself with what you want to go forward in the future and do before you quit your job. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So before we get there, let me ask you this Let me ask you this question. Was there a moment or did something happen that was like, and then I know you said it was a process of you getting to that place where you was like, man, I gotta get out of here. But what was that moment where you was like, okay, this is it, this the day, or you know, it's definitely time for me to move forward. Was it really just a progress of like, all right, it's getting to that point, or you knew it was coming, you felt it like you said, but was there an event? Did somebody say something to you? Did your boss go sideways, or
yeah? I kind of think I think it was like that. Like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like my boss just seen it in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't like, you know what I mean? I like, man, I ain't feeling this. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell, he could tell. He was like, something wrong, and it really wasn't nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't nothing wrong with me. I'm straight, but it's just like, I could, you know what I'm saying? I could make this money in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't, you know, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want.
You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting is that, you know, you said the word stuck, and I think a lot of people do get stuck, and I believe a lot of people get stuck out of fear. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the biggest part though, because if you got a family now, if you dolo, man, you better rock out, man. You ain't got no kids, bro. You better do whatever you want to do. I'm telling you before you do.
But did you have kids at that time?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, so I really want to move on, but I gotta stay here because somebody's gonna be encouraged by this, because somebody's at their job right now, on track to doing something good, but may not be on track to doing what's right and great for them. So you having a child or kids, how many kids you had at this time? One?
Yeah, man, like three. I had three.
3 at the time? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you had 3 kids at the time. You was working a job, paying good money.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for you. And every day you went in there, you felt like, man, this ain't
it would have been for me. I'm telling you, it would have been for me if I didn't feel I didn't feel the love back. You know what I'm saying? I'm working hard, busting my ass, you know what I'm saying? And taking care of another man's business when I ain't getting appreciated, when I know the job better than some of the supervisors and boss men. You know what I'm saying? When they come to me and ask me questions, how to do this and do that, it's a real saying, you got to know your worth. You know what I'm saying? At the time, and it's just like, it's just like, you give you little penny raises and shit. You know what I'm saying? It just like make you happy. But it's like, nah, yo, like I'm a boss in the street, bro. Like, what am I doing here? Like, you're not putting me in the office like that. Like, nah, I ain't. I could run my own company that way. You know what I'm saying?
So hustling in the street, making the money that you was making, and transitioning to the workspace. When you look at the work you was doing in the street versus the work you're doing in the workspace, and the money, I mean, I know it's completely different.
Yeah, ain't the same.
You make it a month, I can make it a day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Ain't the same.
So again, let's I want to move on, but I really want to kind of help.
Go ahead, man. Quick.
What was that moment? I want to go back to that question because I'm not sure if you answered it. What was that? Was there a moment? Was there a conversation that like that was the day, like however you quit? I don't know how did you put your 2 weeks in, or just like I'm out?
Nah, I'm out. I'm out. They were calling me. They were calling me for 2 weeks, man. I wouldn't answer their phone. They was like, "What's going on?" I ain't answer my phone. No, I just left. That was it, yo.
That's gangster.
Yeah, that was it, yo. That was done.
So did something happen that day, or was you just woke up and was like?
Yeah, I kind of. That's what I was saying. Like my boss was like, "Yo, you ain't it." You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't. I'm not here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm thinking about business, man. I'm thinking about hustling. I'm thinking about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't physically there. I was physically there, but my spirit wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you wasn't worried about providing for your kids or nothing like that. Like, you ain't have secure income, or was you hustling on the side?
See, this the thing though.
What's the situation?
This is the thing though. Like when you come up like me, and your family is like everything you got, you gonna make that money, cause that ain't going. That's always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna be there because you know you can't go. You can't go too far out of that situation, leave that situation, and it ain't going nowhere. If you're a real man and you hold it down, that ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be without question. You're gonna make that. It's just all of you gonna make. If you gonna make the change to try to change your life or get or ball out, you know what I'm saying? That's if that's the money you want. Now you got to really get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the kind of money that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I done so much, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just like, man, I get a certain age, bro. I just want to ball out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, cause I don't want to be no old man and be like, yo, I ain't never did this and I ain't with here and I worked so hard for my kids. Yo, your kids gonna grow up and they gonna get married, have their own family. Bro, I love my kids to death, but I gotta keep it pushing. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, and I teach them that. So it ain't no, you know, like what they say, you know, some parents like try to keep their kids close and all that. Man, I'll be like, man, get out of here, travel, like do whatever.
Tell me about that conversation. Like, what's that conversation like when you are explaining them to, you know, go after their dreams, don't allow yourself to be locked.
Yo, because I never, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the cats, like, especially where we come from, like, you ain't really heard somebody say that. You know, it was always get a job. You know, you gotta graduate high school. You gotta, you know, that's a big thing. That's the big thing. I'm like, yo, I ain't knocking it. I'm not down in it or nothing, no disrespect to nobody or whatever. I see these kids with Bentley, renting Bentleys, Phantoms, all this shit for graduation, and bruh, like bruh, like where y'all spending all this money, and I see it on Instagram every year. You know what I'm saying? And I be like, damn, y'all spending all this money on graduation and prom and all that shit, bro. Like, bro, why y'all ain't got accounts giving him that money, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking in the background at the house you coming out of, like, bro, like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't it.
All right, so what are your conversations with your boys like right now, as far as their future and going after the things that put them on the right track to feeling good and obtaining the things that they desire to obtain out of life? Like, what's that like? What are you telling them to inspire them or to think differently than the way we was brought up, or, you know, differently from you? What's that conversation like?
To find like two things. To find a hustle, number one, and find something that you really love to do, that you like to do, and go for it. If you really, if I hate to say sports or anything like that, but just say my middle son, he like to cook. I told you, he trying to be a chef. He trying, cause I gave him the comp, like, yo, you could be a chef, my nigga. Like, yo, you can learn most of this stuff at home if you just looking at the phone or the TV and learn how to cook. You know what I'm saying? And I go to a school where they got I got him in a school right now, high school right now, where they have culinary class. You know what I'm saying? So he learning. So I gotta put them in place. I gotta put them in place at the same time I'm talking to them, so they can see the real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I can send them. You can send them to all kinds of high schools, and they might not have it. You know what I'm saying? And then what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got to show them, like, because I like, yeah, we not all the way in the city, we in the country, but You know what I'm saying? I'm outside. I'm like 15 minutes outside the city or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I like the school district where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? To put them in the place where they need to be. So it's just saying like, yo, like I said, number one, find your hustle, bro. Don't. And when I told my middle son catch on because he about money. He more catch on, bro. He be selling stuff on OfferUp and eBay. That's what I'm talking about. Hustle ain't gotta be no drugs. It ain't gotta be nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, number one, find you a hustle so you can always have money. Always have money. Yo, a hustle will always get you money. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important. I think it's important for people to understand that because let me before we get to that last part. You know, I want the parents to hear what my man is saying. He's saying not only have a conversation with your kids by inspiring them with words, but you got to put them in an environment that's going to encourage them to continue on that dream and on that passion. And then he was talking about a hustle. He's not talking about on the streets or in the corner. He's just talking about doing something that is going to continue to provide you with income, great or small. It's going to keep money in your pocket, right? Am I right? Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. You know, I don't care. You could be on the corner. You could be selling waters, M&Ms. Like, yo, you. That's the thing. Like, people don't look at hustles. People look at the people doing the hustle.
Okay. All right.
They don't look at the hustle. You know what I'm saying? People are always gonna, you know, once they started bringing out bottled water, yo, people just want to drink bottled water. They don't even want water out of the faucet no more. So I understand.
That's how we grew up, right?
That's what I'm saying. So I understand the cat out on the corner selling waters because don't nobody want no faucet water, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part. That's like a whole different lane you could go in now because we didn't have that. Can you imagine in late 80s, early 90s, yo, if you could sell bottled water on Baltimore streets in the summertime, I would have had so much bread, bro. I can imagine because I'm like, damn, it's 2022. These kids still doing it. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, if that was a hustle, if that was a real hustle back then, man, we'd have killed that game. We'd have burned that down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have had waters on every corner, goddamn. I'd try to be selling waters everywhere.
Tell me about the process of, you know, you left your job, now you move into your entrepreneur space. Tell me what was the first thing you did? Like, you know, for starting your business, what was the first thing you did?
Man, I started, you know what I'm saying, my LLCs and trucking company and got them and doing what you call like e-commerce, like doing e-commerce stuff. Like, man, I guess you would say like warehousing stuff like that. You would say, you know what I'm saying? So I was into that stuff for a little while, you know what I'm saying, studying and everything. So it just took me a little minute to just, you know what I'm saying, build a brand and build what, you know what I'm saying, I had going on. And at the same time, I was doing the kennel too. I had the dogs too. You know what I'm saying?
I remember.
Yeah, I was selling dogs before any of these cats, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I set the trends around here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you start your trucking company, and you talked about building your brand. But before all of that, you mentioned something. I don't know if people are gonna catch it or not, but you said you did your research. So so someone is like, okay, I'm ready to leave my job. I want to start my own business, no matter what it is, cupcakes or whatever. You know what type of research that, you know, and I know it's different for each space as far as entrepreneur movement. So, I mean, obviously we have Google, like, you know, we got,
because not too much different though. Like not like you think it is, not like it's not the same when we was coming up, bro. Like everything is hands on now. Like you can literally Google it
Right.
It's
That's what
not
I'm
a
saying.
joke. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? Like
so tell us about the process. Like, what's the process of like that research? Like, I mean, I know, but someone else may not know.
But like the process is really like you gotta really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really want to do it, because you ain't gonna understand research if you don't really want to do it. If you just getting in the game because your partner in it, you ain't gonna read the information the same. They say the information ain't gonna look to you like I'm learning about this Bitcoin and all that stuff, brother. I know my homie got it, but the information he giving the same information he got coming to me, and they don't look the same to me, because I'm like, man, what?
Because you saying the passion is the drives the process of the information. Like, you read the information because you're passionate about it. The first thing you do is like, okay, I read the information, but immediately you start saying, how can I apply the information versus someone trying to do it because someone else do it. It was like, okay, this is the information. What do I do with it?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You feel the energy from it. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. Like, yo, once you get it, you got it. It feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured it's like the same on your side. When you get a good message out of the Bible or something, you stick with it. You get understand, and you see when you read it, it makes a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, whole lot of sense in many different ways, but you got it. You know what I'm saying? Other than you reading a business book and you like, damn, I gotta read this like 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Okay, 4th time I probably got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got it. But what you do and what you do with a passion, the words ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
You look at it with a different kind of passion than what you want to do. So like anything that pertains into hustling to me, yo, I catch on fast. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, you could talk about like computer stuff to me and stuff, I'd be like, oh man, let me sit down and study. You know what I'm saying? But if you could say, yo, we could go over here and talk to this man, and he got to see this logistics and this. I could do that with you all day, cause you know what I'm saying. We can put numbers together and we can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love numbers. I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? If this gonna make some dollars make sense.
Yeah,
that's the kind of studying I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna make it work. We're
gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's the thing. How you really gotta love. You gotta kind of love it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because the love bring out the passion and whatever you trying to do, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, yo, I hate my job. Yeah, I'ma just shit, man. I'ma just go on what these boys doing, and I'ma just jump out the window. You know what I'm saying? I definitely know.
Stuff at the same place again.
Yeah, I definitely know with people out here, you gotta take care of your kids. You can't just get up and walk away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, number one, get your hustle. You ain't got to love that hustle. You can know that hustle gonna die in a year, but you gonna hustle till you stack your papers and get right. You know what I'm saying? And then you already know what you love. You know what your passion is. You know what you like to do. That either that money or whatever you get ready to do, that's when you get into what you love. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't necessarily gotta ever stop your hustle. Because you always gonna make money on the side. You know what I'm saying? You can always keep your hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get tired.
You mentioned building your brand. Give someone, give a few pointers about building your brand. Like how did you?
Man, how I did it with the dog thing, Cold Gang Kennels. Like I kind of like like made a what you call, I learned about reading and studying like a what they call it what they call like every business has like a
business plan.
Not just business plan, but like a saying or something like that, or what
their mission statement or theme,
like a mission statement type type situation. So I had to study what a mission statement was. You know what I'm saying? So when I like, okay, this is what it is. I wrote down a mission statement for my kennel and was like, this is what I wanted to do. So I know the direction that I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I read what you should put in your mission statement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like some of them can be short, some of them can be long.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But it gotta have a love for the company in it. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the love for the company? And I realized like what I wanted to do. I love dogs. I've been taking care of dogs since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Baby. You know what I'm saying? I always had dogs and cats and shit. You know what I'm saying? I always been around animals. So I knew the demographics of people that I wanted to present myself to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
like,
you're saying the first thing you want to do is have a mission statement. Your mission statement should be what guides your company, but also relates to the buyer and telling
the people. What makes the people?
What your company is about.
What makes the people like you? You know what I'm saying? Why do people like you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like why would people like me? You know what I'm saying? And I realized like people really love their animals. You know what I'm saying? So that was like more of my thing, like, you know, promoting a family pet than just promoting a pet. You know what I'm saying? Like
so
that
now
was
we on a brand thing. So quite obviously it's probably I ain't gonna say a little, it's a whole lot easier to get your brand noticed, or let me put it like this, get your brand seen, because social media,
it's all kinds of stuff.
Lord, right. So with that, and when you start your kennel company, because when you start your kennel company, social media wasn't the way it was, right? Some like just really. Facebook was kind of new.
Yeah, Facebook was new, and I was doing it through Facebook.
MySpace, was it Facebook?
I was doing Facebook. It was Facebook time. Facebook first started, like Facebook started coming off. You know what I'm saying? So
because I know you old enough for MySpace.
Yeah, I really didn't. I really didn't do MySpace too. You know, I'm gonna tell you all honesty. Like I never liked it, any of that stuff, yo. So definitely the MySpace era. The MySpace era was like my no picture era, yo. Like from
MySpace era, we was what, in high school, right?
Yeah, something like that, bro.
I'm pretty sure we was.
I didn't want to be involved in none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really, really in the street. Like I ain't.
They had time for that, right? Because during that time, it's so different now. I mean, we about to get off track, but it's so different from when we was in the street versus now. Because when we was in the street, it was all low profile. The only time,
that's what I'm saying. Like yo, I'm telling you,
you go into a party. That's the only time you bring out your jewelry, you bring out your best clothes.
Man,
but the only thing when you out on the street, the only thing that's fresh on you most of the time is your shoes. You know what I mean? But other than that,
I had an OG. Look, I had an OG. I was doing a horn with a long time ago back. He just hollered at the young boys what we was doing and shit. And we was just like, with this and that, yo, we chilling. What's up with you? And he was like, man, yo, don't be out there taking no pictures. I never forget that shit, bro. And that shit stuck with me. He was like, yo, don't be taking pictures with fools. Don't be doing this and doing that, talking on the phone and all that, right?
That's why I don't like pictures to this day, man.
Yo,
that's why I don't like taking pictures to this day.
You can't find. You can't find
myself out of that, bro.
You wouldn't find a real picture of me from like '93, like to 2000 and something, bro. Like when I had my kid in 2000, when I had my oldest son in 2000, bro. Like
I think
I wasn't doing it.
The picture, you're probably like. Probably late 90s, like when I graduated high school. 95 when I graduated high school, but it was a large gap between, late 80s, all through the 90s. 95 when I graduated from high school. Right. Probably from 95 to somewhere in the 2000s, you won't really find a lot of pictures. Because the same thing, like I'm not a picture. I literally just started working myself out of that mode because now I'm getting older. And
I'm getting older.
Like
that's
you start
looking
saying. Back, be like, man, I remember my kid was like, and I look back, like, man, I don't have no pictures.
I don't have no pictures, bro.
I know. It's like, oh my gosh,
I be seeing old cats. I be like, and the funny thing about it be like, yo, I know I was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know for a fact. Like, I know cats probably say like, yo, we ain't see you, or so you ain't in the picture. Cause they know I was there. You know what I'm saying? Without a fact. Yo, cause I pulled out a picture. I found my cousin and them found a picture of me on the block, yo. at like 14 years old. And I swear, I don't know who took this picture. I don't know how it was took, but I know that I must have seen somebody with a camera because I turned my face to it. Tried to duck off of it. But it's a picture of like, man, it's a picture of them guys. I don't know if some of them here, but my cousin, rest in peace, he on the picture. And I know one of my homies is on the picture. I don't know where the rest of them guys at.
Right.
I was 14. I remember that time. I remember the clothes I had on and the hat that I used to wear on the block.
Right.
And I'm just saying, like we saying businesses or whatever. Like, bro, we was running those blocks like businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody had their own little sacks and shit, and everybody moved accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So I just brought the game. When you start your own business, you gotta move. You gotta move like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then we go back on track, right? So
yeah, you gotta move like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move like, man. You gotta move like an assembly line with what you want to do, yo. You know what I'm saying? And some people just might think it's hard, but it really ain't. You just gotta wake up in the morning and just get, you know what I'm saying, like a person going to work out. You gotta get your reps on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep on going at it, keep on going at it. It's gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? Anything, man, it's gonna pop, bro. It's people. You gotta find the buyers. It's sellers and buyers out here.
That's the last. This is gonna be our last conversation before we wrap it up until next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for y'all support, man. It's just two brothers from different spectrums of the world. One from a gangster perspective, one from a preacher perspective, and we just coming together, just talking about various topics and, you know, just shooting the breeze, man, and just, you know, talking about what we have in common versus our differences, man. It's, you know, it's all about commonality. It's all about unity. So, you know, that's what we're all about. So the last thing was, you know, we talking about, you know, building a brand. How do you, you know, build your brand? Like, what's some of the course of actions? How do you connect with people? Do you start with selling with family, selling to family and let them branch out?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you my see, you said family first and foremost. Family and friends
no. No, it was just a question. I was just asking.
To me, and all that, not to knock anybody else, but family and friends to me is a no. Like that is a no. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when I first started Cold Game Kennels, yo, I asked all my homies. I asked all my friends, you know what I'm saying? You want to put in on this business? I'm getting the LLC, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting a real kennel business. I ain't just selling dogs out the yard, bro. I got a $15,000 dog kennel in the country, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cats don't got that. Cats knew they ain't happy when they seen mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that built. I paid for that. I got that built. You know what I'm saying? But you have to find your demographic first. Whatever you trying to do, look, man. You probably don't want to say it, but like I said, family and friends, it's a no. White people, black people, it's a such thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You really want to do business, and anything you want to do business, bro, it can be race. Race can get involved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I realized, like, you know, like white people, yo, they'll spend money. They'll spend money long as you be nice to them. That's a fact, yo. I just been in this hustling game for a long time, bro. Like, yo, you be nice. They love it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you selling. You gotta be nice. But you come off like an angry black man, or you just want to take their money, like you ain't gonna get white people money.
Right.
You know, niggas be looking at me like, how you get white people money? I like white people. I literally like know how to talk to white people. You know what I'm saying? But you got black folk, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't care. If they, you know what I'm saying? They gotta be feeling you. They gotta be messing with you to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, they ain't feeling you. they ain't gonna buy from you. They ain't gonna buy from you, or they want a discount or something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally like that. It's literally like that, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because to my homies that really stayed beside me and watched me, I proved it to them now how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go and lurk out to the hoods and shit and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I want to sell my dogs and how much the hustlers got, how much cats got. Nah, yo. I strictly aimed my kennel to where it was based, yo, and I got and more of my customer base is white people. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, facts. Wow. Like, no joke. You know what I'm saying? The cats looking at me like, yo, how you can sell dogs for $3,000, $4,000, and $2,000? Like, bro, I know people that'll buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that'll spend money because they love their pet. You know what I'm saying? And you know
the value of your product too.
You gotta push the value of your product.
All right. Yeah,
you gotta let people know what it is with you, that you take care of your dogs, man, that you put money in them. And that's whatever business you in. If you in trucking, you gotta put your money in your trucks. You gotta look good.
You gotta reinvest into your business.
You gotta look good, man. You gotta look good at the end of the day.
It's the quality of the business. And when it speaks to the quality of business, it demands.
Look, that's the difference. That's the difference between Chick-fil-A's and McDonald's and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go, McDonald's still look like a McDonald's from the '60s nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference, bro. Like, like you go to Chick-fil-A, they got people being nice to you, bro. Like, yo, you can get a cat money easy, and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I'm usually not that. I'm usually the hard cat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't speaking. I don't want to speak.
Right.
I don't want to be seen. None of that. You know what I'm saying? But if you talking about business, man, you'll be surprised how much money you can shake out of somebody, yo, just being nice.
That's being nice.
You know what I'm saying? Just by being nice, yo.
All right, guys, look. Y'all got some free game this evening about building your brand, you know, getting on the right track for yourself. And this is what this conversation about, just knowing the right track for yourself. We ain't telling y'all to quit your jobs. You heard from my man. He said, don't quit your job.
Nah, don't quit your day job, man. If you ain't hustling, man. If you ain't hustling, man, don't quit your day job, man. You gotta have a hustle, man. You gotta, I don't care if you selling weave, selling something, yo, you selling shoes. Don't quit your day job. You ain't got no hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, make that hustle, but make that hustle work for you. You know what I'm saying? Make that hustle work for you, so you can go and, you know, if you want to go to college and get some extra studies and all that, man, make that hustle work for you. You know what I'm saying? Make that hustle, put it in back in the new hustle that you want to bring about. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't just think that, you know, some people just have a little hustle on the side just so they can ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people need hustles just so they can go out and ball. That's like I said, man, I'm getting old enough, man. I just want to ball, cause I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I just want to ball, man. I done been through a lot, man. You know, I done seen it all, man. I still got homies in the penitentiary, bro. I just want to ball out, man. I just want to see cats doing the right thing and do whatever it is you want to do, bro. And whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you talking business wise, like, man, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it when you're ready to go for it, man. Don't think it's impossible to do, because people do go by being scared. You know what I'm saying? Scared to leave a job. You know, scared to take some time off. You know, you can even take, a lot of time. I'm gonna tell you one thing before I go. I used to do what I used to do. What I was saying, like, at my job, I used to do like arena setups and what you call arena setups and event setups and all that. I was supervisor for all that shit. I did it for Preakness every year. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I used to take all my time off to go up Baltimore to do that job for 2 weeks, just to get that cake. Like, I used to clean up, and I was just supervising. But I tell you what, though, when I was doing it for like 5 years, bro, I would hire anybody. Yo, I would go on Pennsylvania Avenue and hire like 10 junkies off that joint, yo, if they wanted a job. I could do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to have like 30 people. Like the contract was like I had to have 30 people every year.
Right.
Man, I would just go on. I would just go on Pennsylvania Avenue and just like, yo, you want a job? Go up to the block up there, go to the horse track race and go up there. But I'm telling you, I hired every homie from my hood, every homie from the projects. I got them a job at that spot, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Get them some money.
Yeah, getting everybody getting free money, really.
Yeah.
Because if you had 30, because at the time, if you had 30 people, if I had 30 people, yo, all them people, I ain't need all them people.
Right.
But the contract said 30 people.
Just got the work done a whole lot faster.
Man, look, man, cats getting money. You know what I'm saying? I always been getting money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point. Like, yo, I will leave. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I will leave a job and go to another spot and hustle. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Yo. You gotta have that hustle, man.
Right.
You gotta have that hustling mentality. Even if you don't think it's hustling, like you gotta have that hustling mentality, yo. You gotta have that mentality to not quit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all a hustling mentality is, yo. You just see when we was growing up, yo, you seen the cat, yo, man, selling fruits, selling whatever, selling socks.
Right.
It don't matter, yo. You know what I'm saying? He constantly selling something. You know what I'm saying? He constantly selling something. He pushing his line. He getting the money in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by hustling. You know what I mean? Hustling ain't got to nowhere near be nothing illegal. Like nothing illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like hustling is just like hustling. If you get something 2 for $5, you can sell them 3 for $20. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna get it right, yo, get it. You know what I'm saying? Like and I'm teaching my kids that, yo. That's the point we be saying, like, yo, you got to teach your kids that early. I teach my son, yo, I teach them how to have yard sales. We had a yard sale this summer, bro, that just passed. Like, I taught them how to do that. Yo, like, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boys made a couple $100, yo, just off junk out the storage. You know what I mean?
Right. That's good, man.
That's good, man.
Like, a lot of good information tonight, man. I hope that it bless someone. I hope it encourage someone. A lot of good pointers. But, you know, I think the one you made a few good points. So I don't want to take up too much time because we're already past our time. But, you know, the one thing we just mentioned about your kids, your next generation, you know, it's just not giving them words to inspire them, but expose them to what's possible. You know, expose them to what's possible. The second thing is, you know, don't let fear be quicksand for your life. Don't let fear be the quicksand for your life. That'd be critical. Suck you in, suck you down. You know, conquer those fears. You only get one life. So, you know, take that chance, take that risk. You know, be responsible, be wise with that. Do your research, as he said, and, you know, get that hustle, you know, as you follow your passion to at least pay your bills to keep you afloat until that passion at least provides you enough income to take care of your home. So, Big Ant, appreciate you, man. Until next week. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for just supporting us as, you know, we kind of start these conversations every single week talking about various topics. If you have an idea that's something you want to kind of discuss, if you want to actually join in with us and have this discussion, you know, send us an email, go to YouTube, send us a DM, you know, however you can reach out to us on all platforms. You know, we open, you know, we just two guys, you know, just coming together, different perspectives on life, just trying to show unity, not separation. So to all you guys, again, appreciate you guys. Hey, Big Ant, till next week, my brother.
Man, holla.
Love you, bro.
Love you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Later.
Out.